Today, we're taking a dive into some of the most insane new AI tools that are coming out. And these tools are not just cool to use, but they can help us earn a ton of money. And check it out. This is just one tool that I discovered, I think like 3 weeks ago now. And they already owe me, between the paid commissions and the revenue, they're going to pay me out around $60,000 right now. And this isn't even including the reoccurring, because we're actually giving away a free trial here, and also the bonuses. So I think we're actually around $80,000 to $85,000 before the reoccurring. This is just one of the many tools. And if you don't have this checklist yet, all you have to do to grab access to it is just drop a comment, leave a like and subscribe, and then head over to Shinify.com and it'll take you to our free group. You join the group, and once you're in the group, you go to the Get Started tab and it'll tell you what to do. And you can follow along. Because again, what I'm doing is I'm giving away this checklist for free, and I'm actually paying people to utilize this checklist. That might sound crazy, but what I'm doing is everybody that uses this checklist here, I tell them to leave a win in our Discord. You just do daily win. Say, I started with the checklist, or maybe I set up one of the tools, or whatever you're doing to take action. And you get entered to win inside of our giveaways here. And we're actually giving away another $1,000 in the next few days. And so we're giving away a ton of money to people that are going in, using the checklist for free. You don't have to pay any money for this. And you just have to post your wins inside of our server, just whatever you're doing to take action. And you get entered to win. So that's pretty cool. Now, again, if you're brand new here, you're in the right place. This might come off as a little technical when you first start, but really all we're doing is we're just exploring all of the new tools that are coming out. And we're adding them to this checklist. That's why we have like 400 different AI tools in this checklist. And then what we're doing is we're putting the top tools on the main checklist here. You see the tab here on the bottom, it says New Resource Checklist. We're putting the main tools here at the top. And here you can see these are the tools that we're actually earning the most money with. So the first one is this tool called High Level. And if you want to go check out this tool, all you have to do is click on the tutorial here. All of these tutorials are time-stamped, and it just shows you how to use these different tools, and you can decide if you want to use them or not. And then when you're done with the setup or the video, you just click on Done. And you go through the checklist, and you can choose which tools you want to use and which tools you don't. But this is a step-by-step checklist. I'm constantly working on it. I'm constantly adding to it. And I think you're going to be surprised by how much value is in here. And don't take my word for it. Go to our free group, our free Discord server, and click on the daily wins. And you can see here all the different people that are talking about what's going on. So here you can see Mark here is taking action, just started posting his videos. Call Me Dev is taking action, did the kickoff call. Looks like he set up one of the tools that we're talking about. Peter here started. And again, all you have to do is just say, hey, look, I'm taking action. You get entered to win. But there's a lot of really good feedback in here. Some of the testimonials we're getting for this group is insane. Like, look at this person, Lisa. This has to be a joke. Why? Because the last 4 years, I left an abusive relationship. I've been trying to learn the digital affiliate marketing on the free side. Either it's too expensive or too complicated. We were trying to make it on SSI, $628 a month. Now you're saying I'm paying money to people who take my free course. Wow, a double win. Totally grateful. What do I need to do? So people are pretty blown away by what we're doing here, because I don't think there's a single other community out there that literally pays you just to take a free course. So yeah, go check out the other testimonials here. We have a ton of them. And if you're skeptical, if you're like, I don't understand how this works, this seems weird, it's all legit. You can go ask the people in the community. And look, we just have another daily win by Blur. I completed the high level kickoff call. And by the way, what they're talking about here is a lot of the tools in here, they have free trials. Okay. So as you go through these tools, you don't have to pay for anything, right? This tool has a 30-day free trial. If it doesn't work out for you, you cancel it after, 29 days or whenever. This one has a 60-day free trial. This one has a month-long free trial. They give you like 500 leads for free. And so the thing that I do in this checklist is I try to put all the best tools that I'm earning money with towards the top, but also the tools that generally you don't have to pay any money to get started with. Okay. So pretty much everything in this checklist, not only is the checklist free, but a lot of the tools are free as well. And I'm constantly looking out for new tools because there are so many coming out. And I want to show you some of the tools that I've been discovering and I want to add them to today's checklist. So we're going to be continually going through this checklist. I'm always updating it. And as I update the checklist, I also try to post the updates in the Discord as much as I can, so everybody can see what's going on. What's up, Dustin? What's up, everybody in the live? Good to see you guys. Jason, let's go. J17 said, made it. Welcome. Sore Bruce says, hi, Chase. Welcome. Ralph says, I'm in. Nice. Fred says, nice. Sweet. Jason says, Dustin. Yeah, that's funny. You guys were in the same group for a while, weren't you? All right. So we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about one of the coolest updates that I've seen here. This tool here, it's a Chrome extension. It's called Do Browser. Okay. And remember, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the checklist based on all these new tools. And if I think the tool's good, I'll add it in. If I don't think it's good, I'll remove it. But this tool seems pretty promising. If we click on Do Browser here, click on Sign In with Google, what this tool allows us to do is it pretty much automates any task. Okay. So for example, I can go to my Facebook account, or I can just say open Facebook, go to my Facebook group, and you can use speech as well, right? I can say open Facebook, go to my Facebook group, and send people a link to send and look for people who haven't had their comment responded to, then send them a link to my free checklist at Shinify.com. Now, one thing I want to say is I think because this tool is kind of new still, it does seem to glitch out every now and then. But I mean, for being a tool that's only a week old, I think you'll be kind of surprised by this. The only thing about this tool is this one is paid. I had to pay like $20, or it was like $25, I think, for a month of it, which doesn't seem like too bad, but you know, that's one of the things I don't like about it, is that just that it's paid. I also don't think it has an affiliate. So that's another downside, because obviously like a lot of the stuff that, you know, I like to use, I like to be able to, you know, make money with as well. And here's one of the things you'll find is like, you'll find good tools, but not all of them are tools that, you know, want to help you make money as well. They just want to make the money for themselves. And ideally, like, I like to have tools that not only can I use, but tools that I can talk about and get paid to promote as well. But anyways, let's just go ahead and press this send here, see what happens. It's asking to be able to utilize my browser here. And looks like it says it's thinking. It's going to my Facebook. Click on the groups link to access the group. Let's see if it gets my main group. I didn't actually, did I tell it what group? I didn't even tell it what group. So I think it found the main group here, which is kind of cool. And now it's scrolling down to load more posts. See if it finds any comments. And it says, I will now identify comments with responses and send the checklist link to those users. So it looks like it found this one. But this is one of those things too, where you don't want to leave this completely unattended, because I was testing this last night, and while it does a lot of cool things, it does seem to bug out a little bit sometimes. For example, it's saying this multiple times. You see, like, it looks like it might be hung up on this. Oh, there we go. It did it. Check out the free checklist for AI tools. And boom, it looks like it said that as a comment, but not a response. So I didn't even click on the reply button. So we might actually have to train it to like maybe understand this stuff a little bit more. I'm not sure. I don't really know what these buttons do yet. I don't know if these settings really work yet. But yeah, like I said, I had it open up the group. It might be better to be like giving it instructions within the actual group. And it looks like it stopped here. So I might tell it, you know, maybe I'll just open up a tab like this and then say inside of this tab or window, find the comments with no response, hit the reply link. This is a link, right? Reply link, and then respond with a comment telling people about our free checklist at Shinify.com. And then maybe we should give it some text as well to go with. But yeah, overall, I mean, like, where this is headed is pretty cool. But check this out. Let's see. Click reply button. Type the promotional. Oh, yeah, you see that? It kind of gave it like, because I don't know how much AI is actually in this. Like, ideally, the AI should kind of digest that and then say it in its own way, but maybe you have to tell it to do that. So, again, I'm not sure, how you're supposed to prompt this, because, again, I don't really know how it was built. But, I think if we kind of mess around with this, eventually we'll probably figure out how to prompt it a little bit better. But overall, this is a pretty cool tool. Okay. I'm very impressed with this. And I was really impressed when I was using the hands-free option too, where you just kind of like talk to it without even clicking on anything or typing anything. But anyways, check it out if you want. It is like $25 a month. I'm sure something else will come out like this at some point. Also, you could probably code your own thing like this with Windsurf. I don't know how hard it would be. I've been doing a lot of coding with Windsurf. This was actually, I'm about to show you another app too that I just coded, this one. But yeah, I think it's just kind of cool to see where AI is headed. But again, like when you look at this, you can tell that it's still not really 100% where it needs to be. But the concept is really cool. Speaking of recording your screen, I want to show you another thing that Google's doing now. This was something else that I was messing around with last night. If we go to Google, what was it called? Gemini. That was it. Google Gemini. There's a new app that Google has. I don't know how old this is, but I just found out about it last night. And what it does is it allows you to actually record your screen. It lets you record your screen in real time. I actually posted it in our Discord. Let me find it in our Discord. But kind of like the new ChatGPT update, if you haven't seen the new ChatGPT update yet, you can actually you can basically point your phone or your camera at anything, and ChatGPT can kind of analyze in real time what's going on. So you could point your phone at a plant and say, what plant is this? And ChatGPT can kind of tell you oh, it's, this type of plant. You can ask if it's edible. It's just like a scanner in real life. But this new Google update does that with your screen record. So instead of the camera being like in real life, it basically records your monitor in real time. I'm trying to figure out where this update is because it's really, really cool. Oh, here it is. Multimodal Live API with Gemini 2.0. Okay, so let me go grab that. Multimodal 2.0. I think this is it. Yeah, you see how it says stream real time? So I can't remember how I access this though. Is this it right here? Open in Collab. I had it open on my Mac last night. I just can't remember where it was. Where the heck did that thing go? Maybe I took a screenshot of the actual URL. Okay, it's aistudio.google.com/live. Okay, here's the link. I'm going to have to put that in the spreadsheet because I don't know why it's so hard to find, but there it is. So if I click on share your screen here, and then I just record my window, and I have to turn on my mic as well, I believe. And you can do your camera as well, but we're just going to do our screen here. And then here we go. All right, then I think we can start talking. Let's see. Can you hear me, Google? You might have to, it says it's recording. Sometimes it is a little buggy too. Sometimes I would start it and then it wouldn't do anything. And then I'd have to disconnect and reconnect and then it would work. Let's try it again. Share your screen, entire screen. Let's share the YouTube stream here. Hey, what's going on? Did I share the wrong microphone? Maybe that's the problem. Testing. Oh yeah, that's the wrong microphone. Let's share the correct one. I think that's the right one. All right. Testing. Testing. Oh, here it is. Now it works. Can you hear me, Google? I don't even know what you call. I don't even know what this calls itself. Let's try resetting it one more time. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah. Can you talk to some of these people in our live stream? Can you see them?
I can see the chat on the right side of the screen. Would you like me to interact with the people there?
Yeah. Maybe just answer a few of their questions.
Okay, I understand. I can chat with the people in the live stream. I'll start by addressing the first message I see from Dustin Minich that says, learn to use the checklist. Would you like me to respond to that?
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with the checklist, we have this free checklist that people can get at Shinify.com, and it has a bunch of different AI tools and walkthroughs that help people learn how to utilize AI.
Okay, I see that you've pulled up the checklist. I'll mention that to Dustin Minich and the other viewers. I'll say something like, hey Dustin Minich, if you'd like to learn about the checklist, it's available at Shinify.com. It has a bunch of AI tools and tutorials. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds pretty good. Can you talk to some of the other people?
Yes, I can do that. I'll now respond to the user Jason McLaughlin who said, first last, I signed up for Legit, even with another affiliate. How do I sign up with your link instead? I'll ask him to clarify what he means by legit. Would you like me to do that now?
Yeah, why don't you ask him?
Okay, I'll ask Jason McLaughlin to clarify what he means by legit. I'll respond with, hey Jason McLaughlin, can you clarify what you mean by legit when referring to an affiliate link?
Oh, I don't know if Jason said that. I think you're talking about Leonard here.
You are right. My apologies, I see the message from Leonard J. Briscoe 3, not Jason McLaughlin. Leonard's question is about the Google Gemini on Android. Should I ask him to clarify the question, like I did with Jason?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, you can. Let's see what he says. It says, if that's the Google Gemini I have on my Android, it's really dumb. I legit asked it a question I already knew the answer to, and it said it didn't know. Went and Googled this question, and the answer popped up.
Okay, it sounds like Leonard had a frustrating experience with Google Gemini. I can respond to Leonard with a statement like, hey Leonard, it sounds like you had an issue with Gemini not knowing an answer you already knew. It seems to be a new tool, and it's still being developed. Is that a good response?
I think that's pretty good. Do you want to just quickly address these other comments in here? Maybe I can zoom in so you can see them a little bit better.
Yes, that sounds great. I'm ready to respond to the additional comments.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll start with the user J17, who said, hello Chase New here. I will respond with, hey J17, welcome to the stream. Then I'll address the message from Chris Lewis and say, hey Chris Lewis, yes, this stream is about AI tools. How does that sound so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think Chris was asking about UFOs being real, but maybe you can't see what he's writing there.
You are correct. Chris Lewis's message says, are UFOs real? I apologize for misinterpreting that message. I will now respond by saying, hey Chris Lewis, I'm not sure about UFOs, but the focus of this stream is on AI tools. How does that sound?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like AI and UFOs are pretty similar, don't you think?
That is an interesting observation, but I don't think it's my place to give my opinion. However, I can now respond to PW Fox, who asked, what is AI, by saying, hey PW Fox, AI stands for artificial intelligence, and it's a technology that enables computers to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence.
No, let's stop talking to the audience. I want you to look at this AI image generator I created and maybe see if you can explain what it does. It was made with the Replicate API.
Okay, I see the image generator. It looks like it is a tool that allows you to input a text prompt, and then it generates an image based on that prompt. It seems to have various parameters that can be adjusted, including the number of images to generate, the aspect ratio, the output format, and the optimization preset. It also has some quality parameters, such as the lens scale, guidance scale, output quality, prompt strength, and inference steps. Do you think I have a good understanding of how it works? Okay, I can definitely explain it in simpler terms. Think of this image generator like a really advanced art tool. You give it a description, which is like telling an artist what to paint, and it uses AI to create an image that matches that description. The settings are like different tools and brushes in an artist's studio. For example, you can choose the number of images you want it to make and how they will look, the aspect ratio, like landscape or portrait. You can also adjust the quality of the images. The API key is how this tool connects to a different AI service, specifically Replicate, where all the magic happens, and the model settings let you choose what type of AI is used to create your image. Okay, I understand. It sounds like you're showing how you made this image generator with code, and that an AI coder can help with this type of task. I see you're displaying some Python code in the window now. Do you want me to explain what I see on the screen to viewers?
Yeah, why don't you explain it? I was able to write about 800 lines of code with Windsurf AI, and I was thinking it'd be cool to show people this. Oh, looks like our session died. So anyways, I wanted to just show you guys how cool that is because, you could literally be talking to freaking Google all day like that. And I was actually doing this last night. In fact, I actually got a flipper. If you guys aren't familiar with these, they're pretty cool. But flippers, oh, hold on. I actually don't know if that's the right website. Flipper Zero, here we go. This tool, it's like a tool that lets you do a lot of really cool tech stuff. And, one of the things that it can do is it can clone like pool keys or, different types of keys that you can open doors with. And I was actually able to clone a key today and use it to open up my pool. But it does a ton of really cool things. I was confused about it. I was like, I don't know how this works. And so I actually used ChatGPT for this, but ChatGPT, I pulled it open on my phone, and let me show you this ChatGPT video. But there's a streaming. There's a feature now where you basically just you turn it on, you click it on your phone, and it will, let me see if I can actually show you this on the desktop. If I click on use voice mode, I can talk to ChatGPT in real time, but if you're on your phone, here, let me ask ChatGPT here. Hey, ChatGPT, can you talk about the new video model that's on the app so people can talk to you about what's going on in real time?
Absolutely. The new video model in the app allows for real-time visual interaction. You can share your camera feed, and the model can help with tasks that involve visual input, like identifying objects, guiding you through physical tasks, or providing feedback on things you're showing. It's like having a virtual assistant who can see what you see.
Nice. So I was actually using that feature today to help set up my Flipper Zero. Can you explain how I was able to do that?
Sure. Using the video model, you could show the Flipper Zero to the camera, and it would help guide you step by step through the setup process. It could recognize the device, provide instructions on what buttons to press, and offer troubleshooting tips if anything went wrong. It's a handy way to get real-time interactive. Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Christmas is a magical time filled with joy and wonder. It's a day when families come together, share love, and exchange gifts. And of course, it's when
Santa, hold on, that's a little much. Can you actually talk about the new Flipper Zero I got for Christmas?
Oh, of course! The Flipper Zero is quite the nifty gadget. It's a versatile tool, a bit like a modern-day magic wand for tech enthusiasts. What do you think you use it for?
Well, I was able to clone my pool key, which was kind of cool, but I'm definitely going to look into using it more for other things.
It's amazing how many creative uses.
Okay, that's enough. But yeah, so you can see you can talk to AI in real time now, and you can have it monitor what you're doing, whether it's a screen share, whether it's a, for example, when I was troubleshooting the flipper, I didn't know how to set this thing up because I just got it. So I pulled out ChatGPT and asked it hey, can you walk me through this? Can you explain what this is? Explain what that is. And then in real time, ChatGPT told me how to use it and what to do. And, that's really cool because anytime you have a problem, it's like real-time Google. And so I'll give you another example. The other night, we actually blew a fuse in the wall, and there was a charring on my outlet, on my power outlet. And I got really scared, and I was like, dude, is our house about to go, on fire? Because it was 2 a.m. when I noticed it. And I pulled out ChatGPT and asked it hey, can you look at this and tell me what this is? And it told me. It said this is what you do. You go and flip your breaker so that way, it basically told me everything. And so just think about what you're going to be able to accomplish now that you have this. Let's say you're building an app with like some sort of AI coder like this, and you have a question. You can bring open, AI in real time and say like, look at this, tell me what's wrong. So just being able to learn like this is insane. Now, I actually want to show you is ChatGPT free? Well, I don't know if their video feature, the streaming feature is free yet, but I know like I have the $20 a month plan, and there might be a certain amount that's free. I'm not sure. I pay for ChatGPT, so I'm actually not sure. This is an image generator I want to show you. This thing's really, really cool because what it does is it allows you to generate infinite images of you that you can schedule out on social media with a tool like Radar. And so you can actually schedule out thousands and thousands of images and even reels out at a time. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Any questions about this stuff so far, everybody? All right. So let me show you how this works. So inside of Windsurf, if you guys haven't seen Windsurf yet, I've actually done a full tutorial on it. But what Windsurf does is it allows you to code anything you want. If you want to check it out, just go to the free checklist, again, Shineify.com, and then you're just going to go find the part that says Windsurf. Go watch the video. You can see how it works. But basically, you just go in here and you can prompt this tool to generate whatever you want. So I told it to generate me basically an infinite clone generator. So if I type in run here, let me go here, type in run. You can see it says I'm running the image generator application. Click on accept. All right, so this is the image generator. Now, what this basically does is it hooks into a tool called Replicate. And if you're not familiar with Replicate, go to the checklist, go to the Replicate section. But basically what it does is it allows you to train a image model on you, AI image model on you. So I can type in something like chaser, YouTube, thumbnail, trying out the best AI tools, okay? And I can have ChatGPT improve that prompt, but we'll just do that for now. And then if I want it to be a YouTube thumbnail, I would do 16:9. I would choose a quality optimization because I want this to be quality. And then I would enter in all my things that I need to enter, like my API key and everything. And then what I can do is I can choose a folder. So we'll just browse. Let's go to YouTube thumbnails, select, and then I can choose how many I want to generate at a time. So if I do 100, it's going to cost $1 total. If I do 4, it's going to cost 41 cents. If I do 1, 41 cents. So I think it costs a certain amount no matter what you do. But let's click on generate. And then you can see it's starting. The way I built this tool is it does multi-threading. So it'll go and batch multiple out to run at a time. Whereas like the normal Replicate, you can only do 4 at a time. And every 4 you do, it takes a long time. So this will do all of them at once. So you can see there's a progress bar down here below. And then pretty soon we're going to have all of our thumbnails generated. And I do this for Instagram. I do this for YouTube thumbnails. I do this for like everything. Let me show you some of the outputs here. This was the outputs I got from earlier, but they're pretty good. So this is AI me. This is all AI cloning. testing AI tools live. The thumbnail for today's live was from this tool, and it generated a bunch of these at once, so I could just choose the one I liked, and then I can put it as my thumbnail, okay? And I do the same thing with all my Instagram posts. So I go to our regular generated images. These are, or it's not regular, but our Instagram. So I generated all of these. So I have like 2 months worth of images going out on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. So if I go here, check this out. AI made me rich. Now I'm giving away everything for free. Let's go check out some of these other ones. Let's see, we got, I'm an AI clone and I make $1,000 a day, comment with AI, and I'll show you how. I'm giving away money to people who take my course, comment free if you want, if you're interested. And like, if you see any of my other videos, like using ManyChat, you'll see how I respond to all my comments with bots. But what I do is I just take all these images that my mass cloner is generating, and I go over to Radar, which again, there's another video inside of the checklist about this, but I just click on bulk upload, click on multiple file upload, grab all of those, and then boom. Now I have 105 posts scheduled out for the next 105 days. And I could do 2 a day, I could do 3 a day, but being able to bulk output like this is very helpful, especially if you're trying to create an AI clone, because you could generate a full year's worth of thumbnails and images and everything you need in a couple seconds. And then I actually have another tool that basically turns all of these images into videos with AI, and then it does all my reels as well. And all of these get lots and lots of comments. Let me go show you just one of my Instagrams, because on Radar, I'm posting these images to 40 different platforms at once. So not only am I posting one a day, but between like, let's say like 2 or 3 posts, I'm posting, you know, between 40 platforms, that's like 120 posts a day that I'm generating in like a millisecond, right? So check this out. Like we got this one, 168 comments. This was yesterday. And then I have a bot that goes and responds to all these people, sends them my checklist and my links, right? And then when they go to my links, then we have even more automation, right? Because I'm going to show you today like how I'm moderating and automating my Discord, but I use another tool with Discord and, you know, with email and all of that to basically automate like a ton of stuff on the back end. And then the way we make money is like, as people go through the checklist that we're giving away for free, you know, we're getting hundreds and thousands of clicks to these different links, and we're getting paid from all these different tools that have affiliates. But again, all of them are free. But yeah, let me just show you, like, this is just one of my affiliate accounts here. So this is Spotter here. You can see we started promoting it like 3 weeks ago, 130,000 clicks. And a lot of this is just from automation, and over like $60,000. Well, sorry, with the bonuses, like over $85,000 before the reoccurrings even hit. There's another tool like High Level. So this is 8,500, 597,000 clicks from mainly automation, and another 2,500. It's funny to me that people are always like, well, Chase, you're getting all this traffic just from your YouTube channel. It's like, no, I'm getting all my traffic from posting 120 times a day on social media with automation. Like, that's where a lot of my traffic comes from. The majority of my traffic does not even come from these videos. If you look at these videos, I'm only getting a couple thousand views a video. But the reason I do these videos is not for clicks, really. It's more because all these people go into these different things, like I'm trying to teach them. I use long form video just to teach people, because, you know, traffic alone isn't going to really make any sales. Like, you can get a lot of clicks, but people aren't going to sign up for stuff until they understand how to do it and how to use it. Let's see if this is done yet. Okay, it's generated 44 images. Let's go check out the thumbs. All right, so these are the new ones. Oh, it looks like it put YouTube actually in here. That's funny. It tried putting like YouTube actually in here. So I might have messed that prompt up. So sometimes you got to, you know, switch up your prompts a little bit. Okay. I want to show you another thing I discovered. I don't know how legit this is, but somebody told me about it. Actually, Dustin told me about this. If you want to check out all this stuff, make sure you go to the links in the description, because it helps support what I do. If we go to the checklist and click on grass here, I did do some digging on this, and I discovered that somebody actually made money with this in our group. It was Helen. Helen sent me a message and said that she's actually earned around $3,000 with this. And what it is it's a network. If I click on this, it's like a crypto that basically just uses your extra internet, and it mines these things called grass coins, I guess. And apparently the internet that it's using is training AI models. And so it just runs in your background. It's actually been running this whole time while I've been on this stream, so it hasn't even been messing with my stream. At least I don't think. I think the stream looks okay. But you basically just run this in the background. It says I've earned 12,000 grass. And the cool thing is it has a referral link too. You actually have an affiliate for this. But every month, I guess they let people withdraw this. And I guess some people are earning like thousands of dollars every month just withdrawing these coins. And it doesn't utilize your hardware or anything. So it's just like a free thing that you can install. It utilizes your extra internet, and there you go. It looks like I have 30 people referred to it already. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on this, but hopefully I can withdraw this whenever the next one is. I think it's on the 17th. But if I go to the exchanges here, I can see it's worth $2.47. And every day I'm mining, like, I guess I've mined 12,000 so far. So we'll see. I don't know. Again, I have heard that some people are making money with it. And again, it's free, so you're not paying any money to use it. If anybody has any experience with this, please let me know. Send me a DM or whatever in Discord. I'd be interested to hear if anybody else has used it. So that's another one that I discovered. What else? What is another thing that I wanted to show you? Oh, Meesix. So I've been spending a lot of time in Meesix. I actually have almost a 3-part series now. So far I've done part 1 and part 2 on this checklist. And part 1 was just like basics to Discord. Part 2 was like setting up your own server and using a server template. I actually give away a server template inside of our Discord group, inside of our server templates here. You can click on this and you can actually clone this template. It looks like 108 people are using it. It's a free template. And you click on create and it just clones that template into your own server. So this is the cloned server here. And then you'll have your own Discord, just like this. And I show how I'm moderating this and setting it up. The only thing is I haven't done part 3 yet because I knew I was going to have to put a lot of time aside for this. And I'll probably have to do part 3 maybe tomorrow or something. But I'm using another tool called Meesix to do a lot of really awesome automated things within the community. And again, this is going to be like a whole other video. It's probably going to take me like an hour to cover, but there's some really awesome stuff you can do inside of Meesix. And I'll show you a brief overview really quick. Real Vicky says, I'm not going to lie, but this is a lot to take in. Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from. That's why we have the checklist, right? I always tell people, like, don't try to understand this all at once. Like, we're already like 15 hours into this checklist in terms of content. So if you're confused or you're like, I don't get it, it's going to make a lot more sense if you just go and watch click here to start, go watch part 1, then go watch part 2, then go watch part 3, and don't do it all at once. Like click on this first one, switch it to done, and then take a break, come back to it later, right? Dean Nepp says, can you answer my question? Well, I didn't understand your question. Can it help with marketing? That's everything we're doing here. Like everything we're doing in this checklist is automating your marketing. So I'm not sure I understand. Tech Time with Tina says, yes, it can help with marketing. Yes. I mean, everything that we're doing, like in these videos, in these trainings, in this checklist, like everything is automated marketing. It's starting an online business that basically automates traffic, follow-up, relationships, like everything. All right. So Meesix, let me show you this. Using the checklist, what we're doing is we're putting the top tools on the main checklist. All right, so check it out. Meesix, basically this is our server here. This is our clone server, but this is our main server. This thing does some really, really awesome stuff. And like I said, there's a lot in here, but I just want to show you kind of like the main capabilities. First of all, it'll do the AI characters. So if you're in the Discord at all, you'll see a lot of the responses are from AI clones. Let me just show you an example of this. Please put out link for accessing that Shine. It's Shinify.com. That's it. Just my name.com. So you see how it says definitely not Shinify's clone. That is my clone, obviously, right? But what you can do is you can actually train these clones inside of Discord servers to help moderate what's going on and help people, help them along. So for example, this person says, hi, I'm new here. And it says, hello there. we're glad to have you. If you need anything, please reach out to us and then go to our Get Started tab. So you can set up all these automations within your group. For example, you can like welcome people. So this is something that's active right now. Hey user, I'm Shineify's clone. So it actually sends them a DM as well. Here's how you get started. It sends them a welcome message in the actual server too. So these are all the welcomes. Looks a little messy, but let me show you this. If we go to automation, this is like one of my favorite things about this tool is if we go to automations, we can start setting up rules based on what people are saying. So this one right here, it says welcome or template. So if somebody sends a message and, they say the word start, hello, I'm new, checklist, any of those words, and we can set different conditions, right? So we say they don't have the role that they're level 2, 3, 4, 5, because we actually do leveling in here. I'll show you how that works in a second. But basically, if they're new, they're level 1, or they just started, send them a reaction, like a waving symbol, and then reply to their message. So all these new people coming in, they're all saying the same thing, like, how does this work? I want to get started, all these things, right? This will go and respond to all those people. So this person says, hi, I'm new here. So it says hello. But if somebody that's like level 2 or 3, or they have some experience already in this server, it's not going to message them because, if somebody else says hello and they've already been around for a while, we don't have to tell them where to get started, right? So this is really helpful because when you build a community, what's going to happen is you're going to see more and more people ask the same things, or they're all going to be kind of like under the same umbrella. And so what we want to do is we want to figure out how to interact with those people and help them without having to answer them every single time. Another one, right? So we have our wins channel. This one's really cool because ideally, like what we're doing is all these people that are doing these wins, I want to be able to make sure that it's a good win before I throw it into the daily win channel. And so what I do is like, if I like the win, right? This person says, thank you so much for the information. Your YouTube channel has become my favorite from now on. So like, that's a win. What this does with our automation is if I add a reaction, or if anybody with my role adds a reaction with this emoji, the fire, it automatically reposts it as a win in the daily wins channel. So if I go, let's say, let me find somebody that does a win. Let's just say, Alicia, let's just say this Merry Christmas is a win. I can click on this fire and then check this out. Boom, it gets transferred to the daily wins. So now it'll just automatically, like, I won't have to screenshot every single one like I was before. I can just do the fire emoji. And then what I was working on, but I actually started running into some problems, but I was working on making it so that any of the wins that went into this channel here, it would automatically turn it into an Instagram post and social media post. But I was having some problems with it, and I think for me, it's just not really worth the effort. I might get back to it at some point, but yeah, I'm just kind of showing you what you're kind of able to do with this bot. Some other automations, right? So when I knew everybody was going to start sending Merry Christmas, so when a user sends a message, this message contains one or more of these sentences: Merry, Holiday, Christmas. It gives them a tree emoji and a present emoji, and then it says Merry Christmas, whoever the name is. So yeah, I mean, like, you can do all this stuff inside of your community, which is really helpful because if you're trying to build a community, you're going to have a lot of this same stuff going on every day, and it's just an easy way to moderate all of it. There's a leveling system in here as well that lets you assign like level 1, level 2, level 3, and then you can make rules based on how people are interacting, right? So if people are interacting more often, they gain different levels. And then you can even do contests based on the leveling system. This is our levels here for the month. So we can see all the top people. We can see how many comments they have. So like Logan here has 265 comments. Mark has 246 comments, so he's 10. And so the more comments you get, the more you interact with the community, the more we're likely going to be rewarding the people that are engaging. And so, like I said, I'm going to have to do a full other tutorial on MEE6. I just kind of wanted to show you how it works. If you guys are interested in a full tutorial on MEE6, let me know. Just drop a comment and say that you're interested, and I'll make one as soon as I can. But like I said, there's so many new updates happening in AI right now that it's so hard to keep up with all of this. I'm essentially working like 24/7 just to keep up and to keep this checklist updated. And so like my biggest thing is just giving you guys stuff that, is good. Because there's a lot to choose from these days. And, you know, some things are good, some things will make you money, some things won't. And at the end of the day, it's really about just finding the best stuff and utilizing it, you know, quickly, because we don't know how long this kind of stuff is gonna be good. You know, at some point, some of this stuff's gonna get outdated, and so it's important to be on top of it while you can. Jason says, I'm gonna go sign up for Grass tonight. Yeah, like I said, it's free, so you know, you just go in there. If you can, use this link here. And if anything, you know, make a video about it or any of these things, right? Because pretty much everything in here has an affiliate. Real Vicky says, I'm trying to develop my computer skills. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, cool. Jason says, I'm about 30 videos behind. I will I'll watch them all, but I got to finish this security cert coming up soon. Yeah, so that's why the checklist is, you know, check 1, check 2, check 3. You don't have to do it all at once. All right, so that was me just kind of giving you guys an update with where we're at. Like I said, I'm going to keep going through this checklist and do my best to keep you all up to date with everything that we're doing here. And again, if you haven't already, go over to Shinify.com. You enter in your info here. It'll take you to our Discord server. And then what I recommend is if you're new and you haven't used Discord before, just go into the server and click on Get Started and then just follow the step-by-step. So, you know, watch our Discord walkthrough. Click on the check mark to verify, read the rules, go watch the next Get Started video. I just go through all of this and do it one at a time. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you all for being here, and hopefully we will see you very soon. And until we do, happy money making. We'll see you next time. Bye.